Alright, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, sorry, sending some messages to Blurring. My iPad doesn't type so well on the screen these days. It's kind of what happens after like 4 years on any iPad. it gets a little wonky on typing on touch. When I have the keyboard on it, no problem. Alright, let's see. Good. Nice chase. Very good options going well.
I could have had it.
Yep. Hi, Princess. Good to see you. There's a really good tournament going on right now, but we were in the mood for practicing. So after we both got eliminated from the tournament, but the tournament's really good. Tournament's really good, and I actually am happy with a lot of how I played in the tournament. But nice. I thought I escaped it, but I don't. It must have registered neutral at the timing. I was intending to do a backdash, so let's see. Very nice. Nice dash delay. Very good. Awesome. Got locked in the low punch. Alright. Let's see how this will go. Forgot that I got the volume set lower because the game is really loud when I don't have a voice chat going. Let's use the 1P there. That was good for that. Okay. Nice.
I think we both had a lot more in the tank. Oh wow, you okay, dude?
Like I told you, I've had a lingering cough since Christmas. So I recovered from being sick in Christmas, but this cough won't go away. So yeah, it happens in the middle of fights all the time. So it's like if you watch my streams, you'll see me have coughing episodes while I'm fighting.
You're loud now.
Yeah. Man, that shoulder against high punch is so good.
Yeah.
And your selection of throws is always good because thanks.
Oh, God.
Thanks. Yeah, we'll send you. The room passcode is 2525. Let's send an invite to Blurring for the voice chat too.
Okay. Once he comes in, I'll take his screen name from there.
Okay.
And BlurringM, there you go. Players.
And Blurring, Setsuna is sending you an invite to the voice chat. We can chat all about any topic you like. Blurring is wanting to use more offense, and I think they should.
Yes.
I think a lot of times right now they're playing very patient, which is good, and Vanessa encourages it. But I think Blurring is actually very creative at finding ways to attack. But I think so what I told them was kind of what they do right now is they kind of pick some good attacks that are good for whiff punishing. They pick attacks that are good to do in their minus situation, but like as general answers, but the reward is not as high. And that's because what they're not doing is the aggressive forcing you to choose your poison.
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing to learn, right? And part of that is mixing in throws. So part of it's mixing in the throws. Part of it is using this higher damage EX highs and finding the appropriate mix up from the EX highs. And then also just mixing in the fast frame safe versus the slow big damage too. And how to set opponents up for that. It'll take a while to get those last parts in.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Alright, hello.
Hey, so I was briefing Setsuna about how you would like to increase your offense in the game. We both agree that that's a good idea. We all agree that your whiff punishing is good. And I said that your kind of the options that you pick are good options. It's just that they're good overall, but as far as reward goes, they might be less.
They'll trickle down overall, because I've noticed that when I was fighting doing a mirror with Io Saturday, like my offensive presence is just not there. I was just being like proactive on what you would do.
Yeah, so I think if you want to increase your reward component, and then you can always go back to doing what you do, because what you do is really good and it's part of Vanessa's game. But like how to increase your offense is learning how to force mix-ups that make the opponent choose their poison, and like making their job harder on defense, because they're going to take huge damage if they guess wrong. But if they guess right, they're okay. It doesn't. Usually the risk is not that high. Like the reward in VF is pretty high.
Yeah, because
Though the way that the Akira players play lately, the risk is higher, because they can do things like make your jab turn into like losing 40% of your life. So like I'm getting punished for doing like high jab, right? And that's supposed to be one of the safest moves in the game.
Akira is weird, but like I don't, you know, I worry more so of like, okay, if I'm playing too linear, that's when I lose.
Yeah.
So I have to be very flexible.
Yeah, and so right now, against Akira, to mitigate his damage, like backdash becomes a really good option. But at the same time, of course, he's got options against backdash. It's just how you play with that. but right now, you know, the scary things are the things he does. Like if I do a high jab and he happens to crouch dash into a shoulder, I'm going to eat a lot of damage, right? And if he does hop kick, I'm going to eat a lot of damage. And the hop kick beats like the throw option too, so it makes the offense part hard. All right. Well, that was a defensive option for me using an evade punish. Very nice, good throw. Your evade beat my your throw beat my evade there.
Okay.
All right, let's practice.
Yeah, I'll try to do 4-4.
I see. Very nice. Low throw the fuzzy guard.
Yeah, I've been trying to practice that for like, because I think we were talking about that a couple days, like months ago.
Yes. It's one of the most important things, and it's, like I said, Vanessa herself doesn't really have to learn fuzzy guard, though she should, but she should at least learn how to punish it, so. So I'm forcing mid-low. I have strong mid-low guesses on wake up, right? Or if I have enough advantage to use it, but they're slow moves to do that. So that's why they tend to happen on Oki, and that's why Leon's wake up, like knockdown Oki, is really strong. Knockdown Oki is really strong in this game, period. But Leon can rely on doing that to kind of make his guessing a little easier. So so the difference between the defensive and offensive use is a lot of your options that you pick are kind of low reward. Unless it's the whiff punish ones. So the short range stuff that wins situations, they win a lot, but the reward is low. And so I just kind of I kind of shrug it off on the like the short. Now obviously if you stagger me with the uppercut, that's good reward.
Yeah. Then do like that gets kind of
but if I start playing frame tight, it's a lot harder to do that, right? So it's like so what it is you want to. So if someone's playing frame tight, then for Vanessa, it's finding ways to get that EX high in there, and understanding that only one of the options has to be frame tight, right? And so maybe the EX high is the frame tight option. Like if they Avari at all, the EX high will win. But then I've got to mix that with a sweep or like a low attack that's that cancels out the other option.
Okay.
And so, yeah, I didn't punish Akira for double palm, so. And yeah, I'm trying to work on that, but yeah, let's see if I can do this. Pretty soon he's going to do hop attack after the throw escape, so I gotta be careful of that. And the reason Akira's hop kick is really good is it's not just, you know, it's beating a lot of options. In the wake up situation, it is also beating attack options as well as throw. Right, so it goes against.
Like so it's like you can
Right. So
you have to preempt.
so the weakness is like it's just being patient or like backdash, right? But then that's why he's also doing throws to get me off of like evade and punishing evades that he's predicting, right? Because both you and Setsuna has gotten an idea of when I'd like to evade, so you've been punishing me on that a lot, especially on the wake up. So yeah.
But yeah, like I don't know. It's just like I just felt, after that duel like I had Saturday, it just kind of like I just felt the weakness of my Vanessa at that point. You know.
Yeah. With VF, definitely take it as that you're gonna have high and low days. All right.
This is
that
true.
like you got to really accept that there's gonna be bad days. Like really, for a variety of reasons. Your opponent's just gonna be better on the matchup that day, and kind of like golf, learning how to recover is important. So learning how to kind of just deal and dig yourself out of the hole to a degree. But some days you're not gonna be. Some days it's just gonna be harder, and sometimes you just have to change your goals into switch from winning goals to development goals. And the development goals just means that the victories aren't the win, but it's like how to get improve your use of a technique. And VF has a lot of techniques that not everyone's using that much of in America. Only 5 people in America are doing them. So that means everyone has something to work on. So
Yeah.
and they are huge. I'm starting to use them. Earlier in League today, you saw me nail some of them. Or some people saw me use them, so.
That fuzzy guard attack?
Yeah, fuzzy guard attack especially, but fuzzy guard attack into wall combos. Right.
Yeah, I get thrown aside a lot against Akira. So like I don't know, like could have disoriented takes me a lot.
So that's where so one part of that obviously is improving the defense. Like, are you just doing guard throw escape, or are you doing evade throw escape guard, or?
I'm trying to understand which direction to do it.
Most of the time with Akira, you evade to the back, but there's one move you evade to the front.
Yeah, I know aim toward the back though. Yeah. I mean, when you get the attack throw and it throws me off axis. And I'm okay, I don't know how that works, in BF terms.
Okay, are you talking about the side throw?
Yeah.
Okay. Now Setsuna is mixing up, so that makes he's mixing up with delay throw, so that he can get the normal throw mix-up game. But you do need to master the art of side throw escape. So just work on that, even if you're gonna lose. Okay, even if you're gonna lose the throw, make sure you do the side throw escape. And there's 2 ways to do that. The way that's the official way, the way Sega wants you to do, is your characters left or right. Okay, so this gets to be like Tekken. So Vanessa's left. If the opponent's to a Vanessa's left, then the throw escape is left, punch, and guard. And if the opponent is to a Vanessa's right, then it is right, punch, and guard.
Okay.
Now there is a really cool way to do it if you want to learn how to mix up the throw. And technically, if this method is harder to do until you practice it in training mode for a while. But when you get used to it, it's a good method. And that is, you understand the terms foreground and background?
Yeah.
If relatively speaking, if the opponent is in the background, which would be up, right? If the opponent is in the background, you do back throw escape. And if the opponent is in the foreground, you do forward throw escape, and that works. And the reason that method is awesome. The reason that nice double palm. The reason that method is awesome is because that's actually you follow the same rules as the thrower, for the mix-up throw if you decide to crouch dash and delay the throw to turn it into a command throw of the opposite direction. So Leon, if Leon does, for example, let's say that Akira ends up evading down into the foreground, right? So if I do so if I do like delay into like forward throw, right? That's technically and Akira was to the foreground, which meant down, right? Then on Akira, he was supposed to throw escape to his left, which would have been back, and that's why forward throw works, right? So that's how you do the mix. If you learn how to use the background foreground method, it will teach you how to do what's the delay throw mix up, and that will really mess people up at the higher levels when they start against people that always side throw escape correctly. It will punish them for doing that, and then they'll have to learn how to do the switch sides, like do throw escape, and after like a certain amount of frames, switch it to the other side, which is really hard to do. So there's just lots of layers of technique for that. But until then, the side throw escape, you want to master it because you want to take away the instant throw mix-up from the side turn game.
Yeah, I don't know if that's an attacker or not. Is that an attacker?
No. It's a combo.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you talking about he did the throw combo? Yeah, that's the throw. That's a combo starter, and those are combos. He's just doing the combo after the throw.
Okay, so it's backwards, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay,
yeah.
That's what I'm trying to figure out for the longest time.
So against Setsuna, always do back throw. This is forward, so when he mixes up forward, it's usually going to be like that one. Nice, that was also back throw.
Yeah, I wasn't sure it was going off, and it would be a good idea there. But then too, like I'm playing a little too high.
Oh my god, Shidosha is on. Shidosha's on. That's awesome.
Yeah, so there's another method to see who's to see about the side throws. So the one I use is a little like what Chancha is talking about. Here, you fight him. That'll give me time to talk because I can't talk when I'm playing. But you're looking at where your opponent is facing. If you are facing, after the side throw,
where your character's head is looking.
Yeah, if you're looking to the back, you do the throw escape to the front. If you're looking to the front, you do the throw escape to the back. It works out perfectly. So front to back, back to front. This kind of should be your mantra.
Okay.
Yeah. And just work. If you work at doing it, the way I do it is just guard throw escape it, and then hold the direction because they're trying to attack you. The first attack is likely going to be either low punch or mid. So a high guard will break it. So if you're already holding the guard break direction, then that should get you in. That's how you see Chanchai and people like me kind of defending a lot of those side throws. It's because it's like you kind of know where to defend too. Like if your head is at that moment in where you're supposed to be thinking about. Like, oh, he turned me around. Okay, what am I looking at, front or back? And then choose your direction. So it lacks the three-way of the standing throw, which could be front, back, or neutral, right? Or even your tackle, it's front, back, or neutral. The second you tackle me, I'm holding that direction.
I'm listening. I'm just kind of focusing on him.
No, I feel you. I'm the same way. So you just basically kind of fall into that mindset as you're playing. It's like, okay, oh, this is happening, and I need to be on this, or I'm attacking. I like how you learn how to fuzzy is like, okay, I just attacked. Did they block him? Just fuzzy. You usually have enough time. There's a couple of kind of training things you can do while you're waiting for a rank match.
Yeah, I can't get
Usually
rank
go.
matches anyway, so you just
Yeah.
I'm too low.
No, I feel you. Um, I do have. I do know. Well, yeah. You're too low. You can. The other thing you can do is you can make your search to be any rank, and
But
that
then
way.
too, like I do that, and
Uh
like
huh.
I still won't get matches for at least about like 1 or 2 hours. So
Right.
usually, what I'm doing is like, okay, I'm practicing or I'm trying to read the VF.com,
Yeah.
which it's very sometimes it's a little difficult to like adjust to.
It's kind of cryptic. I've read it for the longest time. I think I was on VF.com since I was like starting to play back in VF4 times, and it's like some things I could understand, some things they just kind of went over
Yeah,
my head.
like there's this stuff that like okay, like once I think Wireman, I believe. Like once he had the YouTube video when VF came out, I was actually watching that more to understand what to do. So
Yeah, he did. He did. I don't know who had a video that was so great that kind of showed you how to move from Tekken to VF.
That was War, man.
Yeah, he had me hooked, and that was like the first, source of information I had when I was starting out.
yeah, because like there was a lot of stuff that was like a little starting out like I think last year. There was just a lot of stuff that was kind of like a little bit overwhelming the issue, and I just
Ah. Hmm.
with any like with any fighter, I'm like there's a lot of overwhelming information, but it was just a lot. So yeah,
It's kind of a lot, and you don't really usually always know
Yes,
where to start or what's important to your particular level.
yeah, that was the problem really. Like I didn't know where what should I be knowing like ECG or should I be knowing but like
So the order of appearance should be guard throw escape is first, like lazy throw escape, and
mhm.
then you kind of move into fuzzing, and you can start adding evade throw escape guard as you get more used to it.
Okay. Yeah, that was the only thing I was like being concerned with. But especially like playing Vanessa, I understand the computer stance thing. I'm kind of used to like playing characters like that.
Yeah.
But it was just like, oh, okay, I like usually there's something universal throughout the whole stance, but like her identity completely changed.
good game.
Good game.
Probably par for at least up to an hour, so a 9 or 10ish. I do got to go to work in the morning.
Cool.
No problem. I'm gonna have to be done soon too. We're just kind of just practicing, but this grand finals is looking awesome between Jacko and Numbers.
Yeah, it's too much. Yeah, that will get me more so the mix up of like what the pro break.
Well, sometimes if you duck, if you do a fuzzy guard, you'll get out of the throw, right?
Yeah.
You don't need to think about which kind of throw I'm doing if you're not there for me to throw.
I will say fuzzy guard's really, really vital, and it's going to give you a lot of opportunities.
Like right there, I was holding back and throw escape. See? You had me, yeah. So you were grabbing my left arm, so I was holding back. Nice. Ah, I got you. That was neutral, by the way.
Yeah, it's just like
Yeah, if he
there's so
hits
much.
you in the gut. Yeah.
Yeah. It's wow. Okay, that's success rate. Thank you.
She's like minus 16 after that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's very. I don't know how much is it, but
If I
I could get
complete it, yeah.
I can get a throw off. Yeah.
More than the throw, so.
Oof.
Good to see Shadosha streaming.
Okay.
Yeah. I love that sweeping uppercut. Always gets me.
Yeah.
It's a good one. Be careful of using short range moves in the opening. Like have a picture in your mind of what it's beating if you're gonna use it.
Okay.
Because you're kind of using it as a default. Like every round, you've been using a short range attack as a default. It needs to beat something specific if you're going to use it, because it's too short range at the opening spacing. And that's the side throw to the right. Nice.
Oh.
No, it's because of the choice. The move choice allowed me to use this thing to work.
Yeah. Yeah. That looked like I was expecting a while.
Nice. Was that right?
That is forward.
Forward, okay.
If she's hitting you in the face, it's forward. If she's hitting you in the stomach, it's back.
Okay. I think I learned that the thing is like, yeah. Nice. Same.
Nice.
Nice neutral.
He was going to try forward or back this time.
Nice. That's the one time it beats the peekaboo.
Yeah, that's kind of weird to get hit though. When because when it
If I
first started,
hit
like
certain
when
frames of it, if you were in the middle of an attack, maybe. So it just happened to line up with your attack and where the hitboxes are.
I got lucky.
So, no, this one was correct. This one it should have whiffed, but because you stayed down too and you waited, that's correct.
Okay.
I did max charge, so it wasn't mid. So. And Nelly did use that for that sequence when he saw that wake up option, or when he saw that setup, he started using the intercept position.
Yeah.
So it's wonderful you came up with that too.
Let's see the body. I know I'm gonna mess up there.
That was
Finally got
beautiful.
out of that throw. Yeah.
That was really beautiful. That, but also using the 9P was so good. Oh my gosh. This grand finals is down to the wire.
Yes, it is. Jesus.
Third, 3 in the third, killing it.
I do like that you're careful with the shoulder ram, Setsuna.
Held back.
Ooh. Okay.
That's very fast.
Very good battle. That was an excellent game.
That was the one whip punish I can do on that distance is 1P.
That's 1P that you're doing?
Yeah. It'll beat high attacks. Yeah.
It'll beat high attacks and it's also high and it is -4. So I need the fuzzy after if I get light.
That like rushing forward uppercut he does. Like really goes under and it looks like an uppercut to the gut. You got 460 on my 44K. Nice.
Yeah, I'm just trying to do more because there's not a lot of times I can play VF offline. So like,
Yeah.
all the time I can do is play online, and I'm not really sure about the shutdown yet. So it still might be a tie tournament, but I'm not sure yet. It's still too early. But I was very happy when I actually know when actually I was able to play. People come off and Dallas. Some people in Houston. felt like that would have run out though.
No, it's close enough, but it's good.
I'm more scared at that distance from him than he is of me.
I believe
He can
you.
rip me out.
I believe you.
I thought you'd go for low.
I know you did.
Very good game as well.
Very good game. What Paul does at that moment is he will sidestep to the right direction, and he will beat me every time if I choose low or high.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like there's like a visual trick you can do against Akira. I think if he's facing front,
You gotta look at where his face, yeah, where he's looking.
yeah, I don't have the
Renzo told me this one
presence of
long
mind to do
time
that.
ago, but he said when you fight Akira, like look at the direction that his head is facing when he wakes up. So something like that.
Yeah, it was very cryptic to me. Paul has the presence of mind to do it every single time. I do not.
Mid high parry.
Mid pair.
Really? Yeah.
And that was just me crashing down to that move.
That was a really nice slow crush.
Yeah, three people escaped.
I get hit by it a lot, but I don't.
It's because the when he hits you with that low hit when you're side turn, he guarantees to double palm. And that's because because the way the frames work in side turn, and the fact that it takes to be able to block, you're delayed from blocking or evading for 3 frames, and the only option is like crouch. But the problem is double palm will beat you if you crouch, so that's the reason. Whereas against Leon, if he force side turns you, you want to crouch because you'll duck PKP. Very nice improvisation.
Nice.
So that's the thing, when Akira's hitting you from the side with that low attack, that punch to your shins, he gets the double palm for free.
Yeah.
Like the side turn is a deep game, and we'll cover it over time, but the good thing is training mode kind of shows you what the frame stats are, so you can see it.
Yeah. It's just like me recognizing the combo starter is just like because like it'll be what I'm thinking that he's gonna go high damage.
Yeah, I think she's
So,
got
like,
Yeah, so the hard part also with Setsuna using the hop kick as part of his mix-up is that's an inherent delay mix-up because of the hop, right? Because the kick doesn't execute for like a long time until like close to the peak of that jump. And so that's a delay mix-up, whereas the other options are fast mix-ups. And that's what gets me too. So backdash is one of the few things I can do, but there's stuff you can do about backdash. See, and that'll punish me for going for her. I didn't have room, but 3P plus K is also a chase. He predicted my crouch backdash. So I did forward dash into evade, and that's how I evaded his delay attack. Right. And I hate how shoulder ram will beat the jab. So this is where backdash will beat some of those options.
Okay.
So he has to. It forces him to have to do super dashing elbow or similar. See, he did evade crouch dash into shoulder ram or into 3P plus K, and so that kind of slid under the high response that I did. Now, if he did 8K, if he did hop kick, I would have like lost that. So the Akira's got some nasty tricks because of his hard countering, because he's crushing a lot.
Yeah.
And he's also crushing on like immediate versus delay, and so that makes it really hard. That makes you want to do like dash into evade, but even then, his half circulars can kind of mess you if he reads that. So he's got some nice ways to use his offense to kind of lock you into certain options. And for Leon, it's kind of hard because other characters can do stuff where I'll crush you back and do a like half life. Leon kind of needs a counter hit, and it doesn't really work in this kind of mix-up. So it's me poking versus him doing 40% of my life.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun.
But for Vanessa, she's got stuff against him, though. She can do it, too. So you'll have to figure out what those are. For me, like, her crush elbow would be good, but I'm one of the only people that uses stuff like that. Or that likes things like that, you know. But she's got a few things.
That's just a very, very hard read. Like I'm banking on the fact that you're gonna go with a mid to try to meeting me.
I feel
so now,
my biggest tip is that if he does reversal, don't worry about reversal until he's hit you with 3 of them, because it takes 3 of them to do the amount of damage he did with the combo. Okay, so like it doesn't mean that you're too stubborn that you will not change up from a mid, but you need to understand that it's low reward for him to do the reversal, and so before it's fully cashed in, he's got to do it to you like 3 times, and that will keep you calm, and that will keep you not playing too hard into his game.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of liking that right now.
I do like the hop wave. What were you saying?
I'm trying to do 4P plus K, and I'm breaking it, and it just does not mean it's just I've been having that a lot though.
Yeah.
So like.
Good thing is Vanessa has good lows, mids, and highs also. And a lot of times Akira players are just counting on mid for reversals. If they're worried about high punch and low punch, then they'll do the pari, the 4 PKG. But worry about that after you see it, not before.
Okay.
Nice. Man, look at that. Nice damage from Akira. Alright, let's do this.
oh god.
Oh wow.
Oh god, it broke back.
There you go.
Oh gosh, good. Should have done a shoulder.
Nice.
Those is better not streaming.
So, see how I get countered for doing a high jab there? So, it's good stuff.
Look, Blurring, if I can tell you something, is that you're going to have really bad days when you're like, what the hell am I doing?
Yeah, it's that 33 and a third that gets me a lot. So like I can
You're talking
understand
about fuzzy guard?
positioning.
Yeah. 3-3 is fuzzy
Yeah.
guard. When we say fuzzy guard, we're talking about 3-3ing everything.
Oh, I mean like third breaking. That's what I mean by 33 and a third.
Let's see. Which throw breaking?
Like just in general. Like when it comes to like characters that have like combo potentials off the throw.
I see. Well, at least with Akira, you just deny it, so you just always escape back throw against him. Kage, you always escape forward throw. And then focus on denying first, and then let that become your baseline for reading the opponent.
Yeah, I got awkward. I forget the jump kick hit mid, but it looks like it hit the high though. Visually deceptive.
Nice. Jacko, looks like Jacko won.
Yeah, and came back from losers, I think.
Yep, yeah, he climbed from losers.
Thank you. I was just happy that they get 2 and 2. Oh no. I did it wrong. I would have caught you on that grab. I did it wrong.
Akira Shidosha would characterize Haya as on the warpath to throw the game away. That's a new one for me. And he even repeated, he's like, he was on the warpath for throwing the game away. It's like, okay.
Yeah, I should have caught you when I wasn't interceptor with PG. My apologies, brother.
You'll do it next time. That's the beauty of it. If you keep playing, there's always the next time.
Yeah. So I think the next time I'll be 2 weeks from now. So. I'll try it out once in a while.
Ah! Thought you were going for the high. That was good to that. Ah, I got me.
Okay.
Yeah, that tricked me. That was like, oh, what's he doing? Oh, he went low.
And I miss Shidosha's streams. I'm glad he's back.
Yeah, I usually try to go in there every now and then.
He says things in a loud way, but he actually has very, very good knowledge and understanding of the game.
That I do know.
All right, guys. I think I'm gonna have to bow out at this moment.
All right. Have a good night,
Oh.
Setsuna. Thank you very much.
You two guys, this was very enjoyable. I enjoyed this more than the tournament. I'll tell you that much.
Alright.
See you guys. Blurring, if you're ever on and I'm on, and if you want to play, just hit me up. Just hit me up.
Most definitely. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Cool.
Very nice. Good holding your own in there. Very nice. Very good. Good low crush. Good. Very, very good. Excellent battle. That was really, really good.
Thank you. I know 9K can't hit him when he's in certain stances, though. I think 9P as well. I remember you telling me that.
9P is really good. It's just, it's more that Leon has two things that can cheat the situation. One of them's hard to do, and the other one is flat out cheats.
Ooh. I'm underestimating his backdashing ability.
What was
No, I
that?
am. So I'm underestimating his backdash ability.
Yeah, Leon's backdash is one of the best in the game. His backdash game is. And that's backdash evade, that one though. So I did a backdash and evade, and I punished the move.
Okay.
Oh, that was so good. You low throw the couch dash.
You know I'm doing too.
Yep.
All right.
That's just going off. He's going off. I think he's lecturing numbers, or he's telling everyone what to do against Jeffrey. I'm not sure which. Nice. Went for the neutral.
Thank you.
So that position, that line down position, you can evade the rising attack, that mid one. It's face down, head forward. I don't know if you look at knockdown positions in terms of the head and the front, the head and the feet, and whether he's facing up or down. But that's how you do. Because that's what tells you what rising attack they're gonna do. And against Leon, so crumple combos, see how you got crumpled there? Mm-hmm. In general, crumple combos are going to lead to that position of face down, head towards. And you're going to find that that's a very unique position that you can figure out the Okuzeme for a lot of characters. Also, Akira is the only character where he's kind of linear and then half circular. Everybody else is kind of like half circle and then linear.
Can't see it that well.
And so, Akira's the character who all of his rising attacks are linear, except for most of them, except for like when his face is down and his head is closer to your body, is towards you. Mm-hmm. Almost everybody else, they're going to be linear or half circular when they're in that body position, and then their normal rising attack's always going to be like full circular or maybe half circular, you know. So I'll write it down and it'll probably make sense on paper.
Okay.
That was punishable. Very good. Hey, Jinwoo, good to see you. Happy New Year to you, too. Very nice.
Thank you.
I'm really looking forward to Evo Japan as well, Jinwoo. I'm looking forward to meeting you.
Let's do that. KK.
Yes. And you can evade to the back.
Yeah, she can interrupt it with 1P.
Yeah.
Draw.
Nice. Nice conversion.
Nice one. Yeah,
So you need to be aware of jab into elbow. I've been able to hit you with that a little too much. So if you block the high jab, the elbow's coming after that. And for your character has 12 frame jab. And so what that means is it means that any attack you do aside from maybe the uppercut, or it has to be something faster than 12 frames. It has to be 11 frames or faster to beat the elbow. Yeah, to beat the elbow after the jab gets blocked. Nice. There you go. Very good. Very good frame play. Let's do this. That was combo. I had wall splat. Okay. Nice. Oh, too early, the invincible frames. That was the right idea, just too early. Very good.
Thank you. Yeah.
So that's the backdash trapping, yeah. But you did do a long range move, but I was able to establish that elbow spacing before the backdash. So that's the trick with Leon, is understanding that his dash, like his low punch, when you block it, pushes, like the distance after that is just right for like a backdash. For a lot of things. There are things you can obviously do, but if you try to chase me, you do risk me. If I read that, I can evade punish it.
I keep thinking that's punishment.
Which one? The low?
Back turn 2P, I think.
Oh yeah, no, it's not. It's a mix-up, and you can beat me pretty good, but generally you want a low punch if you have a low punch. I can't remember which. I think both your stance have a low punch, but you want to low punch him after that setup, and that restricts what he can do after that, and then you can open things up. But once you try to like hit him in some way, you run the risk of me doing a combo, right? But generally, if you low punch, that's like the safest thing, and it forces me to not do anything dangerous. You were plus there. I messed up. I have a feeling my family is on FaceTime now or something. His connection suddenly got slower.
Family night?
It's a Sunday, yeah, you know. So the reason Leon is hard on Vanessa is the spacing game, the mid-range game, right? Vanessa's got good long range, but and she's got good all ranges actually, but it's like I'm gonna try to condition you with the boxing, and then once I feel you're conditioned and I'm comfortable doing it, I'll start backdashing, right? And that's the hard part. That's punishable, isn't it? I can't remember. I'll have to test.
Which one?
The string that ended with an uppercut.
Yeah.
Good. You're doing really good there. And that one, you caught me back turn, so that totally messed me up. I don't know if I could escape. I think I had some ways to escape.
Okay, that messed me up. Yeah. Okay, that's what me. The little lows and
Yep. So I crouch dash under your throw, and then I did the throw right after. So, yeah. So one of the patterns that right now you don't have an automatic defense for yet, and you can. And Vanessa, you have many ways to. How fast is her uppercut? Do you have to be offense stance for the fast uppercut from standing?
Defense.
Defense stance? Okay. Do you have to be crouching though?
No.
Okay,
Which uppercut are you talking about? The uppercut, the combos, or the uppercut?
The short uppercut. So this, I'm going to show you block the jab. I'm going to do the jab elbow. You falling for this a lot, okay? Try to beat the elbow with your uppercut. Okay, so you can't. Yeah, so anything you do, unless you're super fast, I think this will just win, right?
Yeah.
So this is just gonna win because you're using the uppercut, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah, but this is only +2, right? So technically, this elbow is 14 frames. So anything that's 11 frames or faster should beat it.
Unless it has a...
Yeah, that was perfect. Now this is really hard to do in the middle of the match, but understand that once you're comfortable like blocking this sequence, once you're comfortable just blocking the sequence or defending against it, then you can eventually move back up to doing the uppercut to interrupt it. But right now, like, this thing is beating you too much. This sequence, this jab in the elbow, and all I have to do is make sure that I know that this like, I'm not hit confirming. What I'm doing is I see that it's gonna touch you. Right now, if you duck it, you'll beat. You know, like, I'll lose. But if you beat it, then you can hit me with whatever. But you have to be very fast. But generally, as long as I'm confident that this thing's going to touch you, I can do this elbow, right? And then the only thing that high jab has to worry about is being crushed with the low attack or with the crouching attack. But as long as I see this thing touch you, I can do an elbow, so I'm like already primed to do it. Right? Then after that, you got to get used to fuzzy guard from elbow. So like this sequence, and then you can low throw that, right? As long as you got to watch for that head bob. There you go. And that's where the ECD comes in. Is this? The ECD beats the low throw, right? Because I'm standing up right away from the evade. The failed evade stands me up. So yeah. That's also why some sequences, like, I'll do like some kind of low attack that's not -10, that's like only -8 or something, and you might feel like you can like low throw me, but I'll just like ECD and beat it as long as I'm -9 or better for me. But if I'm -10, then the low throw will be guaranteed.
Okay.
So like evade canceling beats low throw when low throw is not guaranteed, right? But that's why fuzzy guard and ECD is a good mix-up on defense. But you got to be careful. I'm going to show you something really scary. So fuzzy guard attack, you're familiar with it now? This is fuzzy guard attack. Try to throw me after the elbow. That is fuzzy guard attack with a kick, right? And I can do like, the good thing is you hold neutral and I can't P you, right? But let's try this. Yeah, so I can do that move though, I think, so. Oh, nice, that might be delayed though. But yeah. So that's how fuzzy guard attack works, right? And then obviously if you mid back, I'm blocking. So if you want, I'll show it to you. I'm gonna do fuzzy guard attack against you after the elbow. What you do is you mix up between a mid and a throw. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice, there's the low throw. So you're seeing what fuzzy guard does. The low throw just flat out beats fuzzy guard. Okay. So you need to get used to when people do it. So I'm going to show you the situations people fuzzy guard. That elbow is the most common. So the elbow, number 1. Number 2, jab into elbow, and then fuzzy guard. Another one, okay, PK punish me after this. Like block this and then PK punish me.
Wow.
Do it quicker than that. Yeah, there you go. Earlier. There you go. And that's the fuzzy guard right there. So after PK punish, that's a fuzzy guard situation. So if you learn your attacks that are -12, -13, then and -14 even, you want to prime yourself to being able to fuzzy guard after you get PK punished.
PK is faster than OS.
Oh, is it? So how slow is PK for Vanessa?
It's still like 12, but I think the K is different.
But okay, so the reason it's not working is just being that the recovery for Leon's elbow punch is really quick. There you go. Now it's guaranteed.
Yeah. Oh, if I can do it, you know, like DS is gonna be a little bit tad difficult. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, and so for me, my job is to fuzzy guard after you PK punish me.
Okay.
Like that. And because what happens is you do PK and then throw. In general, you should be doing PK and you should do an option like an attack, a throw, or a low throw if you think they're gonna fuzzy guard. Now, in America, the people fuzzy guarding after PK is like 5 people. Okay. But so Tricky will fuzzy guard after you PK him. Killa will fuzzy guard after you PK him. Adam Yuki will sometimes fuzzy guard after you PK him. GT will fuzzy guard after, like the top players will do that. So you need to, you need to get used to the PK punish, but then also be ready for the fuzzy guard after.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. Let's try that one. Whoops,
right.
sorry.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, but it's something you can set the AI to on guard and counter attack number 5.
Okay.
So try to low throw me. There you go.
Yeah. Very instant though.
It is. But you got to build your instincts to do this. You'll start punishing the right players. Now, for other players, you want to mix up a mid and throw. So go ahead and do that too. Even though it's going to defend. Yep. And so once you start seeing people ducking the throw, then you can start to wonder if they're doing fuzzy guard. And if they are, your low throw becomes a really powerful weapon. And understanding that this is the situation where it happens will help you a lot. And so your PK, so you can reverse defend them. You can do you can bait them into doing a fuzzy guard by doing a PK punish properly. Yeah. And so even if you whiff punish, but it's got to be the right opponent. So this is obviously, again, this is something where it would be the top 10 players in America that do that fuzzy guard when they get PK'd. But it's something to keep in mind. But for everyone else, you just mix up mid and throw, and then once they fuzzy guard, then you start punishing fuzzy guard. And you punish fuzzy guard with low attacks is the easiest one. Delay throw, like do a crouch dash into a throw. Yeah. And so like if I'm gonna do elbow, or I'm gonna do this again, and fuzzy guard. There you go. Now try delay throw, crouch dash into throw. You gotta crouch dash into, then do the throw.
Okay.
See?
Okay.
Yep. Delay throw is your friend. That's where the delay game is messing the higher level players because it's messing with them using option select defense.
Okay.
And so, yeah. You do have to use them. Yeah, I'm just training him on seeing it. So what streamer Drag is saying is like you have to occasionally use a mid, not just throw, right? Because mid is gonna, otherwise your opponent will just start doing launchers to like beat your throw, right?
Okay.
But there's just understanding the mix-ups. All right, let's fight. Nice.
I'm not yet.
You're thinking you're programming. You're in the dojo still, right?
Yeah.
That's okay. I understand. It happens to me. Actually, like doing this or even just playing like arcade mode is good for helping you after you've spent time in the dojo, because you're gonna be tunnel visioned like to hell. But you use the arcade mode to loosen yourself up and start doing your other stuff and make it more natural. It takes a lot. Like when we're learning stuff, a lot of times we're gonna lose a lot of mat. We're gonna be like losing for like a week. And so you need to like be patient with the process when you're learning new techniques.
Good advice. Very good advice.
Yeah, it's because you're using the part of your brain that has to think a lot. Like, you know, the part of your brain that you feel whenever you're like, I'm trying to concentrate. Yeah, you're using that part of your brain, and because of that, you're gonna be slower. Like, you're gonna be a lot slower. And so it's okay. Like, you're gonna be taking a lot of beatings when you learn new techniques, but it's gonna be worth it. Very good. Good use of throw.
Bad idea, that. I wouldn't run myself out.
Yeah. That's okay. Learn to thrive in the stress. Learn to embrace the stress of it, and you get better at it over time. It's just that I was able to work on that skill during VF3, so you know, like, and it was really hard. Like, you know, I remember back then feeling like anytime I was near a ring out, like just freaking out, you know, and getting too desperate.
I'm worried about doing the wrong option, like certain scenarios, and I'm just like, I need that kind of move in my head a lot. Like, did I do this right or was this correct? You know.
Very nice, nice.
Oh yeah.
Excellent use of throw.
Thank you.
Minus 13. I think it's minus 13, right? Maybe it's minus 16, but I think it's minus 13 though. I'm supposed to KK that.
Messed up. I messed up on the kill.
You messed up on 3 kills. It's okay.
Yeah,
I don't know why I can't do that combo today.
Oh Lord.
Just fingertips.
Yeah.
This will be the last few, but I really enjoyed this, so I hope it's
Thank you. Like I really appreciate the sparring too.
No problem at all. Even though the mission was like for offense, this was defensive training. But the fuzzy guard is important because it leads to a very strong counter offense, like a very immediate one. But also, so you can learn how to attack it as well.
Is that 4K?
4-6K, yeah.
4K.
It's really it's important against Vanessa because it's such a huge damage combo. So.
Is it negative?
Nitaku. If you block it, it's like -8.
Okay.
Have you figured out what you like to do on Nitaku though?
Just mostly throw.
What's that?
I said mostly throw.
No, but you got to mix up a throw and a mid. So think very hard about what mid you want to do. So Leon is going to be like 8K, except for the problem is that, but then that means that evading to his back is strong. Except that if I threw, then I guess correctly. So I got to make sure that I mix it up with like throw. But against you, if you're in an aggressive mood, then it's a bar, that's attack.
Yeah.
So Nitaku, well, Vanessa's not the best Nitaku, but it's still really important because of this. Yeah, so with Leon, you do a safe mid at +4, but +4 is what it is, so. We're talking about the +6 through +8. So defensive stance 6K or offense stance 6P. So Drog recommends if you're +4, yeah, I'm talking about Nitaku, so yeah.
Okay.
So if you like normal, so if you normal hit with a jab, then 6K, yeah.
Yeah.
Normal hit with a 2P.
I think people say it does the same thing.
But I focus on the Nitaku because that's when you can lock someone down. But of course, obviously VF is mostly played in the small disadvantage, so I don't disagree with Tricky there. It's just that understanding where your big damage is coming from, and that's also how you do the offense in this game. Man, that's so good. Very nice. I always forget that she also plays with the pad. Very nice. Ah, that was punishable.
This is not good at all, too.
That's just a big punish. So the risk of doing big options. There you go.
I'm doing. Alright, let's make this the last one. So I am.
No problem. I know you got to get to work, so or you got to rest before work.
Yeah.
But thanks a lot again.
Thank you. Like, trying to get better at VF. You know, it's a journey.
You've gotten so much better. So understand that, okay? It is a journey. It's a long journey and it's a painful one. But it also feels really good. Whenever you make gains, it feels so good, you know?
Yeah.
That's life. Nice. So the biggest punishes for the launchers is actually evade. So that's like the unintuitive thing about VF. Also, when the Europeans talk to you about frames, listen to them. They're way better about frames than Americans, and they're correct about like the options that should be done. Like that, they're usually they take it much more seriously than us Americans do. So.
Oh Lord.
Sorry to make it brutal on the last one, but that was good games. I know you're tired now, but you really played good today. The field was really, really rough, and that's good. You're thriving in it, and you've had like a lot of really good games today. I know you feel all the bad ones.
Yeah.
But honestly, there's a lot of respect for your game. So it's. I do think Vanessa has a hard time on the Leon matchup, just because of the spacing game. Like you have to and that's a separate game to get used to.
Yeah. That seems like that's more of a lab.
Yeah, I do think offense stance has so many tools to deal with that though, but defense stance when you're trying to figure out Leon. But once you figured out Leon, I think offense stance becomes very strong. You know, I don't think right now Nellie's offense stance just totally wrecks me. It's really frustrating for me to deal with. So, it used to be that Nellie also insisted on using defense stance against me, but now Nellie just wrecks me with offense stance. So
yeah, they're like everybody was focused on offense conversion because they're not that strong. I'm trying to get better with that as well. It's like taking it.
Drog just said that optimized offense stance combos against Leon do half-life damage. So I'll go ahead and start learning those. You know, start labbing his combos because I know you do well with damage or with combos. So, you know.
Okay.
But that's going to equalize the matchup, and then you're gonna, you can at least iron fist it, right? Like you just figure out where that one moment is to like get half the life, and then figure out the other moment to get half the life. You know, and so, and with Leon, that's not as hard. You know, I think the reason I struggle with Akira is because, he just gets. A good Akira does this huge damage off of small guesses, and it's like nuts. And Leon doesn't have like a classic knee, so I have to do a lot just to earn like his two-hand poke, the P plus K, the combo launcher that's like normal hit. It's really hard, but that's why characters that have like a strong knee might be a little more scary for Akira, right? Because I'll come back at him with that. But with Leon, I kind of got to set him up. I kind of got to get advantage and then counter hit him or evade something big. But actually, lately, Akiras don't really do much big things just to get their big damage against me. Right? Shoulder will do it if I'm reckless with jab. So I'm like forced to use mid a lot. It's really hard. And then his back all three is really brutal. Because it beats high punch and low punch. Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine because like there's still stuff that I'm trying to process as well. I know like you told me like in the beginning how the stocks like move lines from like beginner to almost veteran and what they would tend to do. So like you're mostly correct, but now I'm fighting the higher ones. So it was like, oh, okay, this
Yeah,
works.
right. And now that, well, like the stronger guys. Well, here's what I will say: the early advanced players, and some of the even top level players. When you were rising up early on, some of the stuff you might have done earlier on was like surprising to them, right? And so it disrupts their rhythm. Now that you're learning like the more advanced ways of playing the game, like they're doing a lot of stuff that like now you're playing catch up with a lot of tech, right? But you're also seeing why that becomes stronger. And so
Yeah.
VF is this weird revolving door of tools, right? Where like the context matters. There's the toolbox. Each tool has got like so many good uses, but you have to figure them out and you have to get a lot of experience to use them. You know.
Yeah.
Hey Ninja, I'm actually gonna head out now, but I really appreciate you hitting me up. We should spar sometime, and if you want, I can show you all the Leon stuff, or I can show you weaknesses of Leon. But it takes a while to get them in the game, to get them into your game. But Blurring already does a lot of good anti-Leon stuff. So, but yeah. But Ninja, I do want to sometime, but I gotta have dinner, and my family waited for me for a while. So,
Yeah,
but
I got
I'll let you rest. I do want to spar with Ninja sometime. We'll figure out that time. And I really appreciate you reaching out. So, all right, man. Have a good one, Blurring.
You too. Thank you for sparring.
Thank you. All right, we're gonna send it to Shadosha because I'm just happy that Shadosha's streaming. He's one of the most fun people to follow on Twitch. So let's see. B Ninja is also really fun, really good energy, and I'm really grateful for. I'm really grateful for you guys for supporting Virtua Fighter and loving it like I do. So this is just community is just this. It's been so good. And thanks for the tournament tonight. That tournament was awesome. I enjoyed my matches in the tournament. I just wish that I was playing a little faster because I felt like I made some good options, but was just too slow. And that's on me to address that. Alright, I'm having trouble accessing the Twitch web app that was going to let me raid. So, check out Shadosha. He's right now streaming Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown. Please go ahead and jump to Shadosha's stream. Tell him that Chanchai says hi. I'm going to have my dinner. And maybe later spar with Ninja and other players. Also, thanks a lot to Drog. Your feedback is really valuable, and I really appreciate it. And, it's good to have all these stronger Vanessas in the West, so thank you for your contribution, too.